Welcome back to Basic Army, taking off where we left off last time. Pretty much we just got 3 races to go through and run before we can breed going into the next breeding season. We made a really decisive decision in the end. We ended up deciding to drop out Celtic Ridge after we said that we were going to keep it for one foal. I couldn't get rid of Rude Angel yet. I feel like she's got so much more to give. Like, she's A ranked for evaluation, which is the exact same as Grave Parade. And I feel like we do need a turf horse, but I feel like we need these two. Because overall, I feel like Rude Angel's a much better horse than Celtic Ridge. We just weren't able to get the results like we were with Celtic Ridge. Like, yes, she was easy to ride, but there's no guarantee that that's going to transfer over to one of our foals. So we made that decision, but we're just going to jump in here and do these 3 races because that's where we're pretty much up to, you know. So got a challenge here from Mr. You Can Have Desert Diver. I still can't believe that. Like, we're just doing so well in this series, you know. It's good to see. We're the favourite. Not mad at that at all. Unfortunately, we're not going to have Bays Meadow ready for the breeding season this season, but there's always next season, you know. Doing another episode pretty much back to back. Normally I don't record 2 episodes straight in a row, but it's late at night and I want to record this game, but it is pretty hot, so no face cam still, but that's fine. Give you a couple of episodes, which is pretty much just a taste of what it would be like without face cam. If you enjoy these videos a bit more with no face cam, just let me know. I'm happy to not put the face cam on. It makes it a lot easier to record these videos because I don't have to dress up or I don't have to get changed into proper attire. I can just relax, sit back and enjoy pretty much. We can't get him to settle in a happy position. We're too far back and then we're burning him too fast to get him to go forward, and those things happen. Trailers, am I right? And now he's just cranky. He's having one of them days, you know. Okay, buddy. You can stop being cranky now. Like, we're now going to run out of position. Like, I'm not feeling the best about this race. We are the favourite, but I have a way of murdering favourites when they're trailers. Don't know why. It's just a really bad habit I've picked up. I used to love trailers. That's why I got prime number in the first place, because I was like, oh yeah, she's awesome. We are putting in a good spurt here. Dean's fighting. I mean, are we going to get there? That is the question. We're fighting to the line. I think we just got there. Going to be very close. We just got there on the line. Whew. Ranky boy. That could be a name for one of his foals. I love how we were literally just talking about like Celtic Ridge being easy to ride, and now we're going to throw this guy in there. I don't like the way he runs. I don't like his attitude, but we're still going to use him as a side because he has the speed stat and he has a fast growth, which will help us get a group 1. Good odds here today. We're not a complete outsider. A little bit out of a distance, but hopefully we can get a good start. Everything starts at the gate. Lovely track here. One of my favourite tracks in this game. Just with the lights, racing at night. The dirt track looks so cool too. It's probably our best start we've had with Wild Weapon in a very long time. So we're not mad at that. We're just gonna... Oh, we found the lead easy. Alright, we're just going to go across. There's no rough on this track. They take care of it like it is their pride and joy. Look how pretty this track is. Like, ignore the fact you can't really see some of the light posts from very far away because this game is pretty old. But it's just so nice looking. It's got a pond. Got an awesome looking grandstand. Like, look at that. What a view. Like, I understand this game was made back in 2003 and released in 2004, but like comparing it to like where we're at now, technology-wise, it's still amazing for when it was made, you know? And I love the long straight on this track. We're just going to come off the fence a little bit. Alright, we're going to get going. We don't want to give them too much time to chase us down, you know? Where is his favourite? Nowhere to be seen. Making up late ground now, but are we going to make it to the line? That's the question. Gotta lay off the whip a little bit. Oh, that's going to be close. That's going to be very close. No, never mind. We did it easy. What am I on about? Bang. Time the spurt, probably just a little bit too early, but I just didn't want them to fly home late. He did fly home late, but we got over the line, so. Good start here. 2 on the trot, let's make it 3. These ones are worth a lot of money. We're the favourite as well. Look at him, that stamina is amazing. It's just a real shame that he doesn't pass any speed on. You really need a super fast horse crossed with him. He holds a record on this track too, that's great. Not a perfect start, but a good start nonetheless. Like, look at this straight. Like the texture of the light. Just love it. It's great. My struggle with him in the past, breeding wise, is getting speed into his lines. Like, he has the stamina. Like, his horses will have like 90 stamina, but then they only have like 40 speed. And when you're looking to build like the perfect horses, like, I understand that not every horse is going to be perfect. And we all love them equally because each horse is unique and different, you know? But when you spend, like, I reckon I spent years of my life playing this game growing up. Breeding horses, crossing unique patterns to try and see what horses would come up. It takes a lot of time. It takes 3 years pretty much every cross to get a horse to the races, to try them out, to see where they're at. And if you don't have the time to invest into that, then you're at a little bit of a stump. Those things happen. Easy pace here. I'm not worried about winning this race or not. I think we should win this pretty comfortably. He's been racing really well. He's a horse of the year from last year, of course. So far so good. We are starting to build a really strong character base though when it comes to studs now, because we have Desert Diver. He'll be good in the international scene as well. And we also have Easy Traffic, so definitely got the turf covered. Revolution here. 8 is putting on a show here. Activating grit. This horse is still pulling away. We're gonna have to put on the whip. Didn't want to, but it's what we're gonna have to do here. We're finally making ground back up. Now we're just gonna lay off. We're pulling away now. Just wanted to secure the bag, get the cash. Mad respect for that horse putting in that performance down the straight. Had me a little bit worried. 13, unlucky for some, but today, not for us. Ended up winning by a couple of lengths, and we got the Revolution, which is insane. We need more of those. Definitely need a lot more of those. We got a skill as well. Nice. What did we get? Maybe the windmill whip, because we did whip a fair bit there. Oh yes, breeding. Right, so Grey Parade. Let's have a look at we have Green Earth. See what they say. Ooh, I like that. That's positive. Okay, so we have 2 options. We can either try and breed a late growth into a... Oh, that could be really good. Let's see what we need. We need stamina, braking, and temp. And also toughness. What do we get from... We don't get the stamina, the braking, or the temp, or the toughness, but we definitely don't get the braking out of. So pretty much it's an even ball field. I think. Because Rosewalk has close race not good, I don't want to breed that as a cross. So we're not going to breed that. And we already have this cross, so we are going to try the Rosewalk cross with Root Angel. And there are selections for the hopefully they both conceive. There we go. Both mares are in foal. Grave Parade is expecting her first foal. Oh, that's 5 special turf race wins. Good on you. Now you can walk proud into the GWS turf. Of course, world-class turf races can only mean the Paris Cup. You won't win this one lightly. Suck it up and bring it home. Expect big things from you, Blue. Maybe I need to get my eyes tested. Okay, Frank. Look, if your vision's that bad, then why did I win last season? Oh, we unlocked Masterful and Cornering. There are skills, and we're working on Hitman, Filly, Smasher, Close, Windmill, and we don't want to unlock the last one. The last one is Rough One, so every time the horse goes rough, it basically helps you get horses back from being rough, but it's like a negative ability, I guess you can say, because it means you rode bad. It's confusing, to say the least. We'll just leave it there. Where's Dear Sun? Why is Dear Sun not racing in the Cherry Cup? That is my question. Let's have a look who's in the Azalea Cup. Oh, we need to put Desert Diver in. Of course. Nice. Loud Groove is getting a little bit antsy as well. I don't really want to do a 12 furlong dirt race with him anyway. There we go. A 9 furlong dirt, just because he's getting a little bit antsy and we don't want to annoy him too much. As you can see here, Vital Weapon's had a pretty solid career so far, so you can see we've unlocked the second cup in those type of races as well. There we go, the Regal. That should be fine. And I think that should cover us just for a little bit of time. Worry about this first race here with Desert Diver. No easy feat on debut to win a Group 1, but that's what we're going to be aiming to do here today. We are the odds-on pick here. Supreme Glow, second pick in the market. As you can see, he is a very strong horse with no abilities. So hopefully we can just get a good start, sit up front, not do much work, and just let him run home. Much rather a front runner than have to deal with a trailer, so he's the perfect horse for where we are at in the game at the moment. Not the best start in the world, but definitely could have been worse. And because we drew barrier 3, we're just going to go to the front and just stay off the rough the whole race. I mean, we're probably a little bit on it, but I don't want to go much wider than this, you know. Gary Flight's going to come up and sit in the rough and contest us the whole race because we're sitting wide. But at this point I really don't mind. He'll give up eventually. We've got a horse strong enough to run out the front. He's got the stamina, he's got the speed. Being a little bit contested in the early stages of the race shouldn't be enough to throw him off his A game. So far so good. Able to run some slow sectionals up the front now. Don't want him to run in too fast down this hill. Just going to give him a couple of pullbacks. Already capped on stamina, that's awesome. The quicker we cap on that, the quicker he can just relax. As soon as we hit the last straight, I'm just going to swing him wide. I don't want to be racing anywhere near this rough when it comes to the final straight. And we're pretty much just going to let the field chase us and then play catch me if you can. Alright, we're going to get going now. Here we go, we're off and racing. Don't have to ease him out any further, he did that himself. Scary Flight's gone like the wind. This wet track's not going to affect him at all today. This is an easy Group 1 on debut. Desert Diver, ladies and gentle fans. Huge win. They don't get any easier than that, trust me. Had a quick look to be like, where's the field? Not centered. That really annoys me. Easy win. So now we've got to think about where we're going to be racing our horses over the next few months, because we've got some horses we're to keep an eye out for. We're to keep an eye on Fast Navy, Fast Satan. We've got the second cut, we can probably race someone in. Let's have a look. Is anyone ready? There we go. Yeah, buddy, you're not waiting that long to race. I'm going to put you in the second cut. Happy with that? You're booked. I'm going to put you straight into the Golden Derby. And that's pretty much it. Have a look in here, nothing important. And just going to check when Fast Navy's racing next. Look at that record, 11 and 8, and I'm pretty sure the time that he lost was when I ruined it for him. Where? There we go. And not registered to run next, so we're just going to keep an eye out for that. Like, both of those horses have really strong records, so if we can pick up either one of those for the breeding barn, that'd be amazing. Definitely need to replace the two that we have in there. Sheesh. We are the favourite today in the second cup. Our first turf Gallop World Series race. This is where we start making champions. That is for sure. So to enter a horse into the Hall of Fame, you need to win a series of the Gallop World Series with them. You can do that on any horse, but it's obviously a lot easier to do it on good horses. So if we can win this, we might be able to enter our first horse into the Hall of Fame. We have 4 more races I reckon it will take for us to win the turf title. So far so good here. We are going to need to be kept a little bit wide. That's the only issue at the moment that I can see. Okay, this ain't too bad. I'm gonna just jump across. And we're not gonna pull him back at all. Hopefully by the time we get to the front, it's the last corner, we get last corner leader, and we make this race a cakewalk.
5 furlongs to go.
Jump across, save as much ground as we can, there's no rough here.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
That's a long corner. So we're pretty much just going to let him go. Want to be that lead on that last corner. Which we're going to do easy.
And they're in the home stretch. Show your
And bang.
great. First into the lead.
Crafty Gift is a fast horse, so we are going to have to go. Grit is going to help us as well. I'm just going to have to lay on the whip here. Crafty Gift is a very fast horse. We know that. West Coast Gamer knows it. Horse Racing Gamer knows it. We are fighting. It's going to come down to the wire. Are we going to get there? We're going to get there. I think if we didn't get the Revolution, we don't win that race. God, he's a hard horse to chase down. Huge performance from Easy Traffic. Back-to-back victories. He just tries. Easy to ride. Especially when you can lead onto the last corner like that. Definitely makes it a lot easier. Best speed, quick position, fast spurt, head-to-head. All positives. Love that. As you can see here, we are leading the turf, and we are also leading the jockey standards in a 3-way tie. So we got Loud Groove up again because he's a little bit cranky. I'm not sure why he's not running Fast Navy in that, but we got Fast Satan on a request, which is awesome. He thinks we can win, which obviously we can. Strong Hawk. We're getting closer and closer to these really good horses. We just got to upgrade that stretch. That's going to let us down, I reckon. Shuggy Oogie, no thank you. Gets better later on down the path, but I just don't think we have the time for you currently, buddy. And the name is so cool. Shuggy Oogie doo 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 doo. Oh, honey, honey. I don't know why I think of that song every time I hear that horse's name, but it's there. If I have to deal with it now, all you guys have to hear it too every time that I hear it, so sorry about that.
The horses are in the gate. And they're off. That was a beautiful.
That's definitely an interesting start, that's for sure. We are a long shot in today's field, so we're not expecting much. As long as we can hit our goal, that's pretty much how we'll be going forward with this horse. We might not breed with him, so he might be one of those horses we just try and plot around with just for fun. Definitely tries his heart out, as we saw in his last start, so definitely got some good racing ability left to unravel, but at the moment we're just going to take it slow. No need to rush him into anything too super. Got a few years left in him. Field's finally starting to tighten up, so we don't have to race as wide as we are.
Way down the backstretch.
It's just so basic looking too. Like, I'm just a brown horse,
This is where the race.
also known as a bay, more commonly known as a bay. Bay brown, brown. Horse like naming of colors is so confusing as well. Like, you can be brown, but you can also be bay brown, but you can't be brown bay, you know? I know that's really confusing, but
2 furlongs to go.
whoa, what? Buddy, what's that about? He just cost himself the race, that's for sure. Bringing a huge spurt here, but why did he swing out like that? Gonna hold on to second. But what happened? Went wild on the corner. I might have to check his abilities. I didn't say anything about it. We're meant to run 11th, we ran 2nd, so not a bad performance, but that was definitely a race worth winning if he didn't cost himself the race, go wild and make contact. I'm just flabbergasted.
The horses are in the gate.
Perfect start here with Fast Satan.
Great start.
Nothing wrong with that. We really don't want to lead, so we're just going to let that 9 go. There we go. In a good position now. So, not a hard field at all. I mean, we're on a pretty solid dirt champion, so we'll just race it out. Hopefully, get a good result. Follow this horse through for the rest of the year. Hopefully, get him up as a my horse, and then we can literally retire him whenever. Hopefully they don't retire him before we get him though. That will be really disappointing. It has happened multiple times before when you're hunting for a horse, especially when they're later in their career.
2 furlongs to go.
Like I said, nothing to worry about in this field. We're just going to let him run across the line. Give him a break.
We have a winner.
Easy wins. Easy wins. Ended up winning by 6 lengths. So, start dash, course loss. Yep, fair enough. Good week of racing that. We got Base Meadow in the... Might move you into the young Mile Cup. Just for a group 1, you know. What do we got? Nothing interesting really. Can I retire you yet? Yeah. So this will be his last race, just because it's hard to manage a lot of horses consecutively. And we don't really have a race this week other way, so no real issue. We'll just try and win this, send him out on a high note. He's the favourite. That's why we picked this race, because we thought we could win it. Send him out on top in a group 1. Someone a group 1 yet that I can remember? We didn't win the Colt Cup, that's for sure. So we butchered that sign, shocking. I didn't want a perfect start, but that's fine. There we go. Don't want to let you go too far back in the field. We need to concentrate on this race. Very, very winnable race today. Ace is high. He's the second pick in the market. Not a bad horse, not a super horse, just a in-between horse. He's definitely no Rosewalk and he's definitely no Fast Navy. So far so good here. This is our long straight, so we don't have to worry too much about that. It's just when and where we're going to find that gap. There's a gap. No, don't do it. Oh my god, why do they do that to me? We are going to be able to find this gap here if this horse drops out, but if we get blocked here, we're in for some trouble. There we go, what a move. Slicing through the field, that's a win. Slice and dice. Was being a little bit worried there, but that is some nice riding, if I don't say so myself. Nice and close. Get me out of the frame because it's all about the horse. Always all about the horse. What a way to send him out for the Group 1. The first Group 1 of his career. Will be his only one, just because it's time to send him off into the lovely land of the Sire world. It's been fun, buddy, but you're definitely on a fast decline. So we're going to get rid of the old... Yeah, we're going to get rid of Green Earth. Awesome. Let's have a look. When are you due to run next? The Gold Derby. Awesome. You're not due, and you're ready to race. So let's have a look. Fleet or the Singapore. Singapore's a good race. It's worth a lot of cash dollars, so we'll do that one. We've got Delicate. Oh, I kind of want to race it to see if we can get a Revolution. We should be the favourite in this field, so... no. I kind of want to unlock a Heartwood Delight, but at the same time, I kind of don't. I want to kind of get him as a 2-year-old so we can win more races with him. So then his breeding stock rises because he's an insane sire. We are the odds-on pick of the market. Singapore, Japanese track. Little spinner with the record, 159.4. Definitely a rough here today. It has been pouring by the look of it. Perfect start. So we're pretty much just going to chill. We don't have to move. We're in the perfect gate position. We'll just let the other horses work around us. Make sure he doesn't drop too far back in the field. And just run home when it matters. I'm not sure if there's any super fast horses in this field, so hopefully we don't need a Revolution to win this race. I can't remember seeing anything in particular that I can remember having a lot of speed. Nah, Black Ruby I think only has maybe mid to high 70s, maybe low 80s. Can't remember off the top of my head. Fair few horses I can remember off the top of my head, but then there's others I just completely forget about. As we always do, we try and work him up close to the front of the field by that last corner. It's a long last corner. So we kind of want to get him rolling now. Try and prove a point. There we go. And that should be the race. Not going to whip him, no need to in this race. Just going to let him run down to the line. Going to actually let him run himself over. He's just going to jog across. No point blasting him any harder than he needs to. Not going to break the record. We're 2 seconds off it with a revolution, so... Easy win. He's so easy to ride on. Bang. Heaps of Group 1s. I think we're on a huge winning streak if I'm not mistaken. Ended up winning by 8 lengths untried. That's awesome. Golden Oaks, who we got? No one in plot. Shuggy Yugi do. No, we don't need you. Here we got Wild Weapon up. Cool. And that should round out the field. Just gonna do a quick check on One Fast Navy and that are racing next. And then we'll do this race. Not registered, that's fine. And still the Dolphin. They haven't changed into a Group 1, that's fine by me. Means I don't have to avoid him. And that's another thing too, like if you've got a really strong opposition horse who keeps destroying you in Group 1s. Okay, Black Ruby's in this field. No, Global Ruby, never mind, I can't check. We are the favourite, so hopefully this will be another win to the episode. It's been a very successful episode, that is for sure. Wing Light with the record. God, she's a good horse. I just wish we could acquire her one day. But in saying that, we really don't have the room for her at the moment with the amount of broodmares we're trying to get through with only our 2 spots. One day we'll have 4. All we need is Rebirth to win us a Group 1 ASAP. And then we'll be fine. Which is pretty much what we'll do. We'll test him out in a private race to see where the AI races him. I'll do that. I'll probably do that off screen. And then we'll know his running position, his leg type and that type of thing. And then we'll pretty much just try and get him in Group 1s after that point. Might try him in a Group 2 or something to start off with, depending on his abilities, because he most certainly will be pretty good on the dirt. We know that. Both horses are great on the dirt. It's just whether or not he can run on the turf or not. So the Sunrise will always be the last option of the pick, pretty much. I really call it the bailout Group 1. If you can't win the Sunrise with a dirt horse, then your Group 1 horse isn't very good. The 11's still fighting here. No wonder, it's the second pick in the market. We are going to run tired. The Flying Fan's going to drop out too. Oh, that's very unfortunate. We ended up winning that. Awesome. And there we go, Wild Weapon. Wins another Group 1 for us. Putting in huge performances week in, week out. Can't ask anything more. So, we got Globe Derby. Got Fast Navy. There we go. All we have to do is win that race and we have Fast Navy. And just because I feel like we need to... Oh, never mind, you're tired. I was going to say we're going to ride on that horse to try and unlock Heart for Delight, but we're going to leave it. Anyway, so in the next episode, we'll have Desert Diver in his next test. And then we also have our chance at unlocking Fast Navy as our personal My Horse. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure uploading these videos for you guys, and I hope you continue to come back and support me, because every time I get the amount of support I do, it makes it a lot easier to do these episodes, as well as I enjoy playing the game anyway. So thank you once again, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.